Okay, so I got an upgrade for the Ranger today. So I'm going to try to start installing it tonight. To do that, I'm going to have to pull the front bumper off this thing. And to do that, I got to pull the snowplow mount that is already on this thing. I'm not sure what brand of mount or plow that guy had. Like I said before in my intro video, he wanted $200 extra for it. It was supposed to be included in the ad, but he was a jerk. And when I got there, things changed. Anyway, I don't have the plow, so the mount might as well come off. I know a few people have asked if I'm getting a plow for this thing. Probably not, unless I find something super cheap or I just come across something. Probably not. I've got my Western MVP3 for my dually, so I really don't need a plow for this. I would have took the one that the guy was supposed to give me, but I'm not going to go out and get a plow for this. I'm not going to spend $200 to $400 or whatever for a plow for this. It's just no need for it. But I got to remove that mount to get my bumper off. Reason I am pulling the bumper off is I got the Extreme brush guard kit for this thing. Those of you that are into Rangers and know what that is, you already know what it is. Guys that ain't, you'll just have to wait until I get this thing assembled or set up here to see what it is. Trying to give this this Ranger an updated look. You know, the newer ones are all Sharpie edged and everything, and even my new box kind of has like a sharp edge deal to it. So also trying to give the front end more of a bulkier look, because right now with the cage and stuff, the hood kind of looks out of proportion. When you look at it, it kind of seems kind of small for the machine. So I'm trying to kind of make it look bigger than it is actually. So yeah, let's get started pulling this bumper off. These are two of the mounts that hold this plow on. Extremely difficult to get to. You can see they're using, must be factory holes right there at the bottom of the brace. I'm talking about that bolt and that bolt right there. Two more left here. And this plow mount should fall off of here. Okay, so now this is becoming one of those difficult tasks. I got the 4 bolts off this plow mount and it still wouldn't come off. So I crawled under here and there are 3 Allen head bolts that are completely seized up here. I mean, I'm not even gonna keep trying because I'm just gonna break my wrench. So instead of just breaking tools, I'm gonna get me a nut and grind these off so I got something to weld to. And I'm gonna weld me a nut right onto them suckers and turn the welder up real hot, melt that sucker on there, and then try to use my impact to get them off. That, I believe I need them holes because I think them are the original holes that mount the bumper on. So I kind of need these to come out. They're not, there's no nuts behind them. Them are threaded into the frame. So, I mean, I got to get these out. Okay, second attempt here to weld something on these bolts and get them out. You can see I just got a regular bolt welded on there. The nuts, I couldn't get inside the nut to weld it good enough on there to be able to get these out. So I'm going to try a regular bolt here. Right now I'm letting it cool down, because the heat that I've applied to it has actually expanded the bolt. So, you know, doing it, trying to take this out right away after you weld it is not a good idea, because you've expanded the bolt. So you want to let it cool down before you give it a try. So that's what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm going to get my wrench on this thing and it's going to come out. Two out of three. That one there is going to be stubborn, I guess. Actually, I think I welded that one onto the deal there, so I'll have to make a cut there, and then probably weld a nut on that one. Okay, so that was way more difficult than it needed to be, but that's the way it ends up sometimes. I got it off here. I can see now that that screen's got some damage to it. Probably gonna just pull that winch out of there. And then got to pull these brackets off from my old brush guard that was on there. The old brush guard was just pretty much straight up and down, which I didn't really like. You'll see this new one kind of goes with the body more. So I'm probably going to like I said, get rid of all these brackets, winch, 2,000 pound winch, ain't gonna cut it for this. Get rid of all them brackets, clean it up, and probably get it painted so it matches the new brush guard. Got some chip and paint, it's got a few dents there too. I might have to fill them a little bit. I really don't want to, but I might have to, so we'll start disassembling this, I guess. Okay, so there's my bare bumper. Right now I'm just gonna get some sandpaper, 80 grit DA, just clean it up on the rough spots. Then scuff the rest of it up for, I'm gonna use the bed liner on this. That will match my brush guard, so it should be a pretty good match. So I'm going to get to sanding on this thing, and then get it ready to paint. Okay, so you can see what I'm dealing with here. This bumper, I'm pretty sure, is powder coated. And this is what happens in the northern climates here with powder coat. Is salt and stuff gets underneath it. And this is what happens. It starts flaking off. And it's harder than heck to sand this down because it is powder coat and it is so tough. But I mean, it's just a nightmare to deal with. This is one reason I don't like powder coat. I would rather have stuff painted. At least you got at least you can sand paint. Powder coat's so hard to sand off and stuff. I'm only going so far with this. I'm just not feeling it tonight. So I'm going to probably just break out my wire wheel this quick, and be done with it. I'm probably going to end up doing something with this bumper anyway, so I'll end up redoing it, but probably should have sandblasted it, but I've got too many projects stacking up here, so this is already taking longer than it should have. I wasn't thinking I was going to struggle getting this thing off like I was, so I got to try to speed this process up. So I'm going to probably wire wheel this, clean it up, and just get it ready to shoot. Okay, so I got it set up here to do some painting. I did put some body filler there and them dents that were there. I just did a quick deal. Right now I'm spraying the rusty areas with a little bit of rust converter, just to maybe help keep the rust at bay for at least a little while, so I ain't gotta mess with it. So I've just sprayed 2 coats of that. Now I'm just gonna go take a break, let that dry, and we'll come back out here and finish painting it. I'm gonna use the truck bed coating for the front of it, and then I'm going to use just some of my Rust-Oleum Industrial for the back. Only reason I'm doing that is because I only have 1 can of this, and I'm not going to be able to get another one, so I'm going to do the back with the Rust-Oleum. I'll do the front part with the truck bed coating. I've done that before. It should work out just fine. Well, there it is. All painted and bed lined. Definitely not my my best work, but I run out of bed liner. The can like blew up on me or something. You can see it. I don't know what the heck happened, but I run out of bed liner, so this is the best I could do with what I had there. So I'm going to get this bolted on. I'm going to probably have to modify this and put some turn signals on it somehow, so I guess I can fix it then. But for now, good enough. Okay, so I got my bumper back on. Really it's just 2 bolts up here and then 3 bolts underneath. That's the ones I had to weld the bolt to get them out. The new bolts went in there real nice, so the threads are still okay. So that's good. But I got that bumper back on, and you see it looks okay. But you can see the reason now that I painted it like that was because of this here. You can see it's got the crinkle or wrinkle paint, I guess is what they call that. There's the guard. Kind of got a Batman look to it there with the pointy deals, and then it's got a guard that goes up here, And I got some new brackets here for it. Also came with this kind of neat nameplate, and that replaces this right here. So that's kind of neat. It says Polaris and then Ranger. I am not really fond of that blue there. Probably going to change that to black. But anyway, it comes with that. It comes with all the hardware. Looks like I am going to have to drill one hole right here in the mounting bracket. I wish I would have known that before I painted it. Should have probably read the directions before I messed with my bumper, but no big deal. But there it is. I'm going to start mounting these brackets up on here, and hopefully getting this thing bolted on here shortly. Well, there she is all back together. Bumper on, the extreme guard, brush guard I guess they call it. This is actually a Polaris part. I mean, it's a Polaris OEM part. It's not an aftermarket. Extreme brush guard kit, I guess is what that's called. When I first got this thing and I kind of set it up there, I wasn't real sure about it, but having it bolted on here with the bumper all cleaned up, and that bed liner is a real close match to that wrinkle coating. Really close. If I would have had enough bed liner, I could have made that bumper look better, but we'll get her another day. I'm real happy with this. I like this. I got another part coming that's, well, it's going to complement this brush guard. So hopefully that'll be here in the next few days. Got the Ranger plate on there. It does have a few like scuffs from being in the package. I think that's just foam. I think it'll clean off. This is an old part. These were made. These guards were actually made for the 2005 to 2009 Rangers, and they were expensive part. This is like a $400 deal for those. I didn't pay anywhere near that. If you keep your eye open, you can find older Ranger parts for really good prices now. That's one good thing about these older Rangers, is the accessories are not terribly overpriced like the newer ones. So I'm pretty happy with this. I didn't put my winch back in. I think a 2,000 pound winch is just a waste of time on a 6x6. I may end up going with a 4,500 pound winch maybe, or a 2-inch receiver in there, something, or I may just get the screen and put the screen back in. There's supposed to be a screen there, kind of like the bottom piece there. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'll probably get some pictures in the daytime here, maybe comparing it to what it looked like before with the old brush guard or something. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.